Did you know that nearly 1 in 3 adults over the age of 65 experiences some form of hearing loss, yet less than 30% of them actually use hearing aids? Why is that? Are hearing aids really necessary, or are they just an optional luxury? Could it be that many people avoid them because of stigma, discomfort, or misunderstanding about what hearing aids can and cannot do? Today, let's dive into this complex question because what you think about hearing aids might be holding you back from improving your quality of life. Hearing loss is one of the most common sensory impairments worldwide, and it can develop gradually, often without us even noticing at first. The question that comes up all the time is, do you need a hearing aid the moment you notice a slight change in hearing, or is it something you can delay? And beyond that, are hearing aids the only solution or the best solution for every type of hearing loss? Let's unpack that. First, it's important to understand what hearing aids are designed to do. Essentially, they amplify sound, making it louder so your ear can detect it more easily. But hearing isn't just about loudness, it's about clarity, distinguishing speech from background noise, and even the brain's ability to process sounds. So, a hearing aid's effectiveness depends not only on the device itself, but also on the type and degree of hearing loss and the individual's auditory processing capacity. So, why do some people hesitate to get hearing aids? Common reasons include concerns about cost, the perceived inconvenience of wearing a device, or worries about how they will look. But could these concerns be masking a deeper issue, a lack of understanding of how untreated hearing loss impacts your brain and your overall health? Untreated hearing loss isn't just about struggling to hear, it's been linked to cognitive decline, social isolation, depression, and even increased risk of dementia. So the question isn't just, are hearing aids necessary for better hearing? But rather, are hearing aids necessary for preserving your brain and your life quality? Yet, not every hearing loss situation mandates immediate use of hearing aids. Some mild hearing losses can be managed with assistive listening devices, environmental changes, or communication strategies. That said, the longer you wait to address hearing loss, the more your brain adapts to reduced auditory input, sometimes making it harder to benefit fully from hearing aids later. This is what we call auditory deprivation, and it's a critical factor that makes early intervention important. But do hearing aids restore your hearing back to normal? The honest answer is no. Hearing aids improve audibility, but they do not cure hearing loss. They do not restore the fine-tuned inner ear structures damaged by age, noise, or illness. Instead, they compensate for what's missing by amplifying sound selectively and sometimes enhancing speech frequencies. This means there's a learning curve. Your brain needs time to relearn how to interpret these sounds, especially if hearing aids are new to you. So, how do you know if hearing aids are right for you? Typically, audiologists perform a series of tests to assess your hearing thresholds, speech recognition ability, and how your hearing loss affects your daily life. If you struggle to follow conversations, especially in noisy environments, and it affects your social interactions or work, hearing aids are often recommended, but there's more to it. You have to be motivated to use them consistently. The success of hearing aids depends greatly on the user's commitment. Now, let's discuss another common misconception, that hearing aids will immediately fix all hearing problems. Many patients expect hearing aids to magically restore perfect hearing, but that's unrealistic. The technology, while highly advanced, has limitations. Hearing aids cannot fix tinnitus, they cannot completely eliminate background noise, and they cannot recreate the natural sound quality of healthy ears. However, they do provide substantial benefit in improving communication, reducing listening effort, and enhancing overall life satisfaction. What about people with severe or profound hearing loss? Are hearing aids still necessary? In some cases, hearing aids alone may not be sufficient. Cochlear implants or other surgical options might be better. But for moderate hearing loss, hearing aids remain the most practical and effective intervention. You might also wonder, does the type of hearing aid matter? Absolutely. There are behind-the-ear models, in the ear, completely in canal, and many customizable options. Each comes with pros and cons related to comfort, sound quality, battery life, and cosmetic concerns. The key is to work closely with your audiologist to find a device that suits your lifestyle and needs. Modern hearing aids also offer connectivity features, Bluetooth streaming, smartphone apps for fine-tuning, and even AI-powered noise reduction. But suppose you are hesitant to wear a hearing aid. Are there alternatives? While assistive listening devices like amplified phones or TV listeners help in specific situations, they do not address the broader problem of hearing loss. Similarly, communication strategies such as lip reading, situational awareness, and environmental modifications support hearing but cannot replace amplification for many. What about the cost factor? Hearing aids can be expensive, and not all insurance plans cover them. However, the cost should be weighed against the cost of untreated hearing loss, reduced work productivity, social withdrawal, mental health issues, and diminished quality of life. Some countries have programs offering subsidized hearing aids, and new policies are emerging worldwide to improve accessibility. Additionally, there are more affordable options now, including over-the-counter hearing aids, but these come with caveats about fitting and customization. Let's consider the adaptation process. Getting used to hearing aids takes patience. You may experience initial discomfort, feedback sounds, or unnatural audio quality. This phase can last weeks or even months. During this time, frequent follow-ups with your audiologist are critical to fine-tune settings and address any issues. Consistent use, even if it feels uncomfortable at first, is essential for training your brain to adjust. You might ask, is there any harm in delaying hearing aids? Unfortunately, yes. Prolonged untreated hearing loss can cause the auditory nerve pathways to weaken, reducing the effectiveness of hearing aids later on. It also leads to social isolation and cognitive strain, which can worsen mental health and even accelerate cognitive decline. But what if you only have mild hearing loss and don't feel it impacts your life much? Should you wait until it worsens? While some may opt for monitoring, evidence suggests early intervention yields better long-term outcomes. Early hearing aid use keeps the auditory pathways engaged, preserves communication skills, and prevents secondary issues. To summarize, are hearing aids necessary? For many people with hearing loss that affects communication and quality of life, the answer is yes. They are the most effective non-invasive tool to improve hearing, reduce listening fatigue, and support brain health. They're not a cure, but they are a powerful aid. Choosing to use hearing aids is a personal decision influenced by your hearing loss, severity, lifestyle, budget, and willingness to adapt. If you've been living with hearing loss and wondering if hearing aids are right for you, I encourage you to schedule a hearing evaluation. Understanding your hearing health is the first step to making an informed decision. And remember, hearing aids have come a long way in technology, comfort, and discretion. They are not what they used to be. If you want to explore options or learn more about hearing health, you'll find useful products and resources linked in the description below. Don't hesitate to subscribe for more trusted insights on ear and hearing care. Your hearing is vital, not just for sound, but for connection, safety, and overall well-being. Taking steps today can make a lasting difference tomorrow.